Can Gilbert Burns stop Khamzat Chimaev's hype train? See who fighters are picking in the latest edition of MMA Pros Pick.
Oh, you're like, you would just have to, like, there's so much information on Gilbert Burns and there's just nothing. Like, Khamzat just keeps just destroying these guys and walking right through them. So there's just not enough, like, information to prove it, you know? Like, he's just absolutely steamrolled these guys. But yeah, like, they're on the same, in the same boat. Like, Gilbert Burns is just the elite of the division. Like, is it too big of a jump for the to make in such a short period of time? So if you're like studying a fighter and actually breaking him down, you have to go with the one with the proven track record.
Gilbert Burns. Chimaev has had hand-picked guys he's fought. The first two guys were 55ers who can't wrestle. The next guy was Gerald Mershar, who was scared out of his pants. And then he fought Jingling, who just got held and wrestled by MAGNY and everyone. He's not a grappler. So, yes, Khamzat is impressive, but he's beating guys that play right into his strengths. And Gilbert Burns, being a killer, black belt, Jiu-Jitsu world champion, basher with the hands, fought the best of the best. He's not just going to roll over. You can't just hold him down. That's not going to happen. So I got Gilbert Burns every day of the week.
Yeah, I see Durinho too, taking the fight. Because, man, I've seen Durinho go through, like, not just me, yeah, lots of people, we've seen him go through, like, tough fights, you know, like, where he's getting hit and just keeps going. You know, it's like, you can't stop him, you know what I mean? It's like, I mean, it's almost like the same with me. My stats are like, oh, MACKENZIE absorbs more punches than her significant strikes landed, you know what I mean? So it's like, I still have these wins, but I'm getting punched more than I'm hitting the people, you know? So it's like, you know, that person that they just can take punches and they can keep going forward. And you're like, man, it's just hard to get this guy down, you know what I mean? Or girl. And they just keep going forward. That's a duty, you know? And he has the ground game, his striking. And yeah, I mean, he did his title run. He went for the title. He didn't quite get it, but I mean, there's nothing like that person that, you know, has almost been there and they lost. And then they correct so much and they're getting closer and closer, and the things they need to correct. And I don't know how to say his name, the guy he's fighting. Chimaev. I mean, he's on a hype train right now. He's definitely like going up, you know? So I think it's just when you have all that, you know, attention and everything, sometimes a little detail can make a big difference. And I think Durinho is a little more mature in his career than Chimaev is right now. Chimaev.
I think Khamzat Chimaev, like in round two, finishes him. But I'm rooting for him. I hope he takes title very soon.
I think it plays out pretty well for Chimaev, if I'm being honest. I mean, when it comes to the range of wrestling ability, I feel like he definitely is able to get an advantage there. I mean, Gilbert Burns is definitely phenomenal on the ground, but getting a high-level wrestler to the ground may be very difficult for him, especially with the significant reach advantage. So I definitely see the odds working in favor of Chimaev, but who knows? Again, they fight to fight.
You know what, man? Chimaev is actually looking like a beast, man. He's flooring people. His striking looks good, but his wrestling, especially after his last fight, looked like he was man. He's a mauler. It's what he is, man. It's kind of cool to watch. It's exciting to watch. So I know that they're hyping this guy up, but Gilbert Burns is just no slouch. You know, I know it's gonna be a hard fight for him, but I think Chimaev is gonna get it done within at least 2 rounds.
It's a good fight. Gilbert's tough as hell. Khamzat's a killer. I'm gonna go with Gilbert Burns on this one.
With that original flow, head kicks with the pros, pictures of fights or anything in the mix. Getting closer to the heart of the flame, bringing conversations with heavy hitting names. You feel the love of the game.